Doing, buddy? Hey, buddy. You're going a little ways, a little too far ahead of me this morning. I can't keep up. Let's get going again. Oh, slide stuck out. Well, here we are at the tent. Look here. Mr. Bunny came up to the door, went around, went on down through the woods. So, we're definitely in rabbit country. Hey, Tuck. Won't be back now where we're gone. We had snow last night, so that's this morning. Got to get a few snares out now at once. Yeah, Tuck. I've already made stuff home. Hi guys, we're back at the tent. Didn't record much coming in this morning. It was a hard old slog. We had snow last night, so I couldn't drive very far this morning. I may have gotten further than I actually did, but I didn't want to push it because by myself, get the truck stuck in on a woods road. Not easy to get out because you don't have much maneuverability in some places where the road is fairly narrow, and there's a place where it's a narrow section. The road's got a tendency to drift in there. There's also water usually builds up there, so there's puddles and there's ice underneath, so real recipe for disaster. So to avoid that, we parked out of ways and walked in. But like I say, we had snow last night, and the snow was sticking to the sleigh, so that made for an hard walk as well. But we made it, and we're going to get set up now, and hopefully here for a day or two, and hopefully you'll stay tuned and enjoy the stay with us. Guys, I opened up the cot, unfolded the cot, and it looks like the squirrels have been trying to set up on my cot. So that's going to have to go in the stove. Can't see what I'm doing. The glass is steamed up. Oh man. Let's see if we can get her going. Just got the squirrel's nest in the back, and got a birch bark there. That squirrel's nest should be dry, I'm thinking. Smoking a bit. Leg broke on my tripod. The glasses I can't see through. Okay, come on. And she wants to smoke on top of the stove, not out the chimney. Why? I don't know what's going on with the stove, but this is what I'm facing right now. I don't know if you can see it. It's just smoke and let it stop. Now guys, I don't know how well this light is. Probably blind everybody. I got something I'm gonna try tonight. Let's see if I get the camera over the ring where. There we go. It's an oven, a collapsible oven that's gonna sit on top of the stove, and I'm hoping to cook supper in it. So we'll see how it goes. Now, I did have this thing out of the box once. Did a burn-in on it. I'm not sure it was needed, but I did it anyway. So you can say stay on the back so you there. And up there. Looks a lot easier when I did it at home. Tucker, you're in the camera, buddy. Sorry guys, thought I was recording but I wasn't. I got the little roaster there now. Got a little roasted moose, lots of turnip, some cabbage, no cabbage, carrots, onion and potatoes. And I got just a mixture of spices put on it. The oven is right now showing nothing, so I'm not sure how well this is going to work on this stove. Like I said, because I did do it on a butane stove, and that worked great. Starter there, it's not staying level, so I can't open the door and put it in at the same time. But I'll put it on the camera. Second out. So the roaster's in there. Close the door, and right now she's saying she's not even registering anything. So anyway, let's see if I can get the fire going good and see if I can get some temperature in there. Otherwise we'll be eating granola bars tonight, Tucker. How'd that sound? Huh? Actually, I got your moose cooked. Your moose is already cooked. I brought yours cooked for you with your kibble. Anyway, let's see how this goes. If I can get that stove going good. It's a great little stove once you get them going, but he's a bugger sometimes to get going, as you saw earlier with the amount of smoke that I was getting there. It takes a while to get the heat out of it. Once the heat gets going good, it's going good, but just maybe it's the idiosyncrasies I got to get used to. Anyway, we'll continue on as if we're normal. Well guys, I'm in the dark. Trying to save the heat, or save the light, I should say, the energy of the batteries. But my everything I had on was soaked today, between trying to go through the snow, towing the sled in, and then trying to cut some wood for today. I didn't really record anything because I couldn't do anything for snow. Where we had the snow last night, everything's covered in snow, and I just got buried. So by the time I got back to the tent, and I did put in a couple rabbit snares, but never had much luck with that either, because you all heard about my issues with the, just one second now, I'm going to get the light on there. I had to try to get dried up. I got my clothes all hung up here now, and trying to get dried up. Never had much luck. I was hoping to get some rabbit snares out. Now it snowed last night, so I knew it wasn't going to be a lot of sign today, nothing fresh. Problem is, even where there was sign today, you all know that I had an issue with coyote snares in there. But like I say, we had a good understanding, met with the trapper, and he told me where the snares were at, and the best of my knowledge, his snares are in now. Problem is, there's other snares out, and one of them is right by the trail where I didn't leave and come into my tent. So Tucky was right into that one today. Almost, he never actually touched the snare, but he came very close to it. So a little bit bummed out on that one. I was hoping to get some rabbit slips out this weekend, or I was hoping to stay for a couple of nights, but I don't know what I'll do, because it's just too confining for Tucky. I can't. I got to watch him at all times, and I can't be, say, putting rabbit snares out and you know, in the woods with him there. That doesn't work either, because he's in the snare more than he's out of it. So anyway, we'll continue on with the weekend, and our oven is doing pretty good. Temperature dropped down for a bit. I let the fire die down for a little bit, but like I say, I'm trying to dry some clothes here now. And I got some hung up there. I got hung up coat, pants, snow pants hung up there. Tucky's over here somewhere having a nap. Here's some snoring there. So my wood is going to take a cutting today, because I couldn't really replenish it like I wanted to. But anyway, we'll continue on, and we'll make a day or so out of it. And hopefully I'll get something on video for you guys. As you can see, there's a lot of moisture in that clothes, and you've heard the term cold kills. Well, I prefer to survive, so I'm really trying to dry this out fast and get it back on again. I'm pretty dried up here now. I got the stove going pretty good. It's I'm not sure what the temperature is in here in the oven. It's about 275 in the oven. So hopefully my moose roast is going good. And according to the thermometer over there, not sure if that's going to show up there or not, it's 6 degrees on the far side of the tent, and it's a -9 on the outside. So it's a chilly evening. It's going to get cold overnight for sure, but we'll bundle up as usual. And Tucky is back there now. I got some mats down on the floor for him. For some reason he's not taking the cot today, but I'm sure once I get the sleeping bags out. You all saw earlier, it looks like between the last time and this time, we had a visitor or two. Looks like Mr. Squirrel came in, and I had the cot folded, but not together in the bag, just sort of in a folded position. And when I went to open it up, here was a great big squirrel's nest. So needless to say, I burned that, took it outside and brushed it all off, cleaned it all up type thing, and left it out there in the frost and the cold for a while, and got it cleaned up now, and I got it back in here again. So I guess I'm gonna have to put that in the bag and hang it up. Any other stuff like sleeping bags that I got here, I got those in a container with a sealed cover, so I haven't even looked at it. I assume you haven't chewed into that, but I'll probably take that out now shortly, and hopefully things go well from there. So between the coyote snares, the squirrels nests, and it's been in the snow, it's been interesting so far today. So I'm not sure if I'm staying 2 nights or not. Depends on how tomorrow goes. I brought enough grub, I think, for 2 nights. So moose is on the menu tonight, and veggies, and depends on how much my wood lasts. I'm gonna have to get wood for tomorrow night. We stay for sure. Guess this little stove, well, put through a lot of wood for a long period of time. Probably cooking with the oven was a mistake. What I'm finding is that I got to keep the wood going, but not too much. The temperature goes up, and constantly controlling the baffle or the drafter on the stove, so that the temperature don't go too high in the oven. And if it goes too high, then I got to be closing out the drafter. It goes too low, I got to be opening up the drafter, and it's difficult to get a good eat. When I did the burn-in on it, I just put it in the shed, put a butane stove in there, and I was able to regulate the heat really nice. It should work really well. I've seen a lot of people use them, and they work good. Seem to anyway. And the reviews on Amazon were really lots of reviews and lots of high numbers. So I'm counting on this one. Probably more so during the summer months when we go do some camping around the island or wherever we go. So anyway, I'll stop boring you for now. Time for an advertisement, everyone's saying, and we'll be back to you later on. I'm probably going to dig up my book now and do a bit of reading. Hey buddy, say hello to everybody. You want to say hello? Tucker does not like the camera. One thing I should mention earlier, I was drying the clothes. If I got in a dire situation, I do have dry clothes with me, and I got some dry clothes in here. Like I say, I want to keep that dry, keep that spare. If I do need it fast, I got it, type thing. Tucker, say hello to everybody. Say hello. Say hello, Tucker. What? Okay. I'm curious how this is going in the oven, because the temperature goes up and down every time the stove dies down. But let's see what we got here. Okay, steam. Oh boy. Huh? It's coming along. It's coming along, Tucky. Whoop. And just like that, the camera's gone. Again, That's why I can't have anything good. Well, just realized as the evening grows on, I forgot to bring my headlights for reading. So I'm trying to conserve the battery in the other one, which is probably going to be dead tomorrow anyway, but I'll try and conserve it. So it's going to be a long evening listening to the stove. I guess it could be worse. Well, Tucker's pretty comfortable. Laid down by the stove, getting warm. Hey, bud? She's getting off good heat there now. As you can see, she's almost up to 300 degrees. So another hour, I should be able to dig into that meat, hopefully. Well, guys, this is familiar. Anybody who watches the channel, any outings of me and Tucker, I'm on the floor, Tucker's on the bunk. Huh? Tucker's on the cot. Okay. Let's see how this is doing here. Whoa, that's steam. Oh yeah, she's done. Sorry for the steam, guys. How's that look? Tuggy's having some moose in his food too. Moose that I cooked and brought out. Unfortunately, when I started the camera, I didn't start the camera and you didn't see what he had there. Sorry. I got my supper all ready to go. Carrots, got moose, turnip, onion, and there's some little potatoes down there. So I'm not going to make a plate dirty. I'm going to eat right out of the roaster, and I won't be eating all this tonight, and I'll probably have some for breakfast tomorrow morning with a few eggs. Anyway, Mr. Tucker's there eyeing me, but he just had his moose and kibble, so he's going to have to sit and watch me now. I made sure he was fed first. Right, Tucker? You've been fed. Huh? Maybe you'll get some turnip and carrot in a minute. How does that sound? Okay? Is that good? Okay, guys. Bon appetit. Pretty dark out there when you turns out the lights, guys. Good light. Pretty peaceful in here. I got my thermometer hung for the outside temperature. This side of the tent. Tuggy didn't even come out this time. Hey bud. Hi bud. Huh? So there's 4 degrees on the opposite side of the tent. Like 10.6 in outside, so it's not bad in there. Well guys, scary sight. It's only 9:30, and my lantern that I thought was working really well last year when I got it for the amount of light, used it last summer camping, worked perfect. This is the second weekend I've had out here, and tonight I did use it a fair bit today off and on, but it wasn't on for any length of time. It's hung up not far from the stove, and earlier the temperature up by the stove was like 18 degrees, so up at the top of the tent. So I'd say it's been at least 10 there all night, and around 9 o'clock it died. So I think Cod Raven, you're right. The best place for that is the garbage. So
anyway, I'm gonna come up with something else. No, Cod Raven suggested a utility light with rechargeable batteries, and I've got one of those somewhere in my package over there, but I didn't think I was going to need it tonight, so I'm going to leave it now and get by with the phone light for the rest of the night. And I got a flashlight there. I also forgot my aid light, so I can't read my book. I was going to actually start reading shortly, and the lantern went out. So anyway, we as you can see, Tucky is already pretty comfortable back there. He's calm at night. If there's anything like last time, he'll be there till I get up in the morning. Unless I go for nature calls during the night, and then he may get up and go out, and he may not. But anyway, this is probably going to be it for recording for the night, and we'll pick it up in the morning unless something exciting happens. Good night, folks. Talk to you in the morning. Well, it's 7:30. The clock is wrong there. It's not 8:41 p.m. As you can see, it's 2 degrees in the tent. We kept the stove going the whole night. I just got her up here again now, and she's starting to go. So we're gonna get some breakfast here now in a bit, and see what we're going to do with the lighting situation. See if it's going to be able to work for tonight, or we're going to be able to do any video at all today. Hey guys, got the coffee on. I'll take a while now, and hopefully we'll get a bit of brew in a bit. Smoke's coming out of her. Tuggy's down there asleep. Can't see him, it's too dark. Tugger's snoozing off this morning. You want any breakfast, buddy? Huh? He's where he spent the night, cuddled back to my legs, as usual. As you can see, the wood took a cutting last night for sure. Okay, buddy, can we eat moose? Tugger got kibble and moose for breakfast. Good, bud? Good? I'll take that as yes. Along with the lighting issues this weekend, this is what the tripod keeps doing to me. Whenever I try to move it at a certain angle, it snaps and falls apart, the camera falls off in the snow. So it's after happened a couple of times. Just been one of these trips. Things not going right. I don't know. Well, the coffee's starting to brew. I can tell you right now, I really need one this morning. Ooh, stronger the better. I think she's brewed. Oh, there's a big cup of coffee there, Tucky. That's a good cup of coffee. Okay, let's go outside and have a sip. Come on, right up real too, buddy. Okay, so. Ooh. Ooh, yeah. What do you think, buddy? What do you think, huh? Do you look like you want a cup? That was a Christmas gift. Hey, Flora. You know, coffee's hot. What does this to you, glasses? Maximum length we're going to be stove.
try to warm up the patio here this morning in front of the tent. It's a bit cool, so see if we can get her up to temperature outdoors there. Now this morning, so I brought my stove out. Hello. I've seen other guys do this. Second, now let me get this air back. There we go. I've seen other guys do this. Quite a few fellows actually, and I've done it, and I keep saying, well, no point me doing that, other people are doing it, so everybody knows what to do. But then I started thinking about some of the stuff I put in some of my videos that I do repetitively, like cutting out wood, sawing out wood. That's almost every video I got when I'm out in the woods. I go cut a tree, I cut up the wood, sometimes I split the wood. And you could say, well, I saw that in your last video. You do that in every video. Supposedly, the person who's watching the video is the first time they saw my video. They might wonder where the wood is coming from. So I figure it's all part of that day, at that time, when you're out doing it. So that's why I do it. And a great way to clean these out, and I'm not sure if you can actually see how much dirt is in there, but it is. This one is actually not too bad. I find that the higher up chimney it goes, the more dirt. I guess what it is, the pipe's cooler and it cools on the outside, so the creosote sticks to it. But just take a bow. I actually had to do this yesterday on my top section. It was really, and you can see how much comes out of there. Look. Really should. Oh yeah, it makes a big difference. So I'll do that with all the pipes, and then we'll be dumping the stove, and we're getting ready to hit her back for the day. So I'll stick it now because it doesn't want to listen to me this morning when I say stop recording. Now, I got 2 of these 45s on my stove because I come it through the end, so I go up, out, 45, and then the 45 to go up again, get the height. These really, oh, you can see there. Probably can't see how much really came out of there, but they were really getting cool. And yesterday, before I started the fire, when I was putting this one on, I realized you could hardly see through it. There was so much soot on it. So I cleaned this one yesterday before I started the fire. But I will give it another little cleaning now. I'll throw these gloves away afterwards. I'd actually blow that one out with an air gun when I get home. Oh yeah, big difference. Big difference. And I mentioned before, I got these 2 plates done up to put over the glass in front in case I ever break it. That always goes in. And a bit of steel wire. It's not for snaring. Rabbits would be good. You're not allowed to use it. It's to put inside to fasten the chimney to the tree or stick or whatever. So anyway, the only thing don't go in there and so is these 2, basically 2 accessories that I got. I put those to the side in a separate container. Well guys, where's Tucky going in a hurry? This was planned to be a 2-night trip. Brought enough grub for it. But I think I'm going to have to cut it short. Lighting issues is the biggest issue. Can't record anything inside the tent. I had a little utility light where the one that comes with some tools. Snap on the battery. Seemed to be a lot of light when I was home, but when I go in that tent, there's nothing. Plus, you got to shine it directly onto the. It's like an headlamp, and I got a couple of headlamps. I forgot those this trip. My lantern died about 9 o'clock last night, so I'm hoping I got enough to put together a video out of this. May or may not. We'll see when I get home. I know I got a lot of dark stuff. I had an issue yesterday with the camera keep going into photo mode, so I think I was recording and I end up with a picture. So it has been frustrating to say the least. New coyote snares that wasn't there before. I'm pretty sure it's a new guy. This is supposed to be the last day, so I don't know if they will be in or not. But one just up the road here from where I turn off, come into the tent. Now, I can't say anything about the guy. Whoever this person is that put him there probably didn't know I came in here, because my tracks, everything was snowed in since the last time I was there, so they would have no way of knowing. But I was hoping to do some rabbit snares. I got a couple out back here in the woods, but checked those this morning, nothing there. But I couldn't get at the snares like I wanted to, because when I'm at snares, Tucky's got to be running around. I can't have him tied to me when I'm trying to set up a snare, because if I do, he's stomping on it, tripping on it, bulldozing it over, which he done a couple of times anyway yesterday. But anyway, hey buddy, gotta keep you close at bay so I can see where you're too. And if you're trying to set a few snares around the woods, then you can't do that with when I've got to keep an eye on Tucky. So I got a couple out, no luck this morning. I was sort of thinking I might over here was an issue, a place where I actually put some up last time I was in there for one night, and there's a lead going down through in snow, so I put snares in. When I was going back out of it, I knew I wouldn't be back for a while, so I struck up the snares. I have one on each end of it type thing, sort of a pound or pin, depends on where you come from, what you call. Some people call them gardens. And he had gone down right down through that and up again. So since the snow night before last, so I figured, well, he's using that a lot. Hopefully we'll get one overnight. No luck. He didn't go through last night. So anyway, struck out on the rabbits again. But anyway, I'm gonna get a cup of coffee here now, and I'll probably start packing up and head home for the day. Like as always, even though I had a rough time, it's still good to get out in fresh air. Me and Tucky had a good night last night. It was pretty comfortable. We had the fire going the whole night. I found about every hour or so, even with some big sticks in there last night. I cut a big stick and bigger chunks. I get an hour and a half, and I would have to put smaller stuff in to get it going. It would be pretty well gone type thing. So, but it was comfortable. We were comfortable all night, and as usual, Tucky was up behind my legs on the bunk. But yeah, I might have to cut it a night short, but I'll be back out again, if not here again, somewhere again for sure, and probably before the weekend's over. So actually, it's not even a weekend. I don't even know what day it is. I think it's Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday. So before the week is over, maybe I'll be out again for another video, or just a ball up in the woods, or whatever it takes to get outside. Because that's one thing I find I need more than anything, is get outside and de-stress, relax, get some fresh air in your lungs. Until next time. Ooh, what time I saw squirrel or rabbit. Yeah, that was another thing I had yesterday. Squirrels sit up. Anyway, we'll be talking.